Thanks, Fritz. It's going to be a nice change. Now, when you see a physician, a dentist, or a podiatrist, you don't expect that doctor to be part of Megan's Law, the Sex Offender Registry. But the NBC4 I-Team found several doctors in Southern California are registered sex offenders.
And you might be surprised by how difficult it is to find the information on the state's medical board website. Carolyn Johnson is here now with more on that for us. Carolyn.
Well, Colleen and Chuck, it's an issue patient advocates say raises serious questions about transparency and your ability to thoroughly check out your health care provider.
It's been really hard.
She asked we protect her identity, but she wanted to talk about an event that forever changed her life. She says it happened in the Tarzana dentist's office where she worked more than 2 decades ago when Dr. Kamal Madian cornered her in the break room and put his hands down her pants.
And that's when I went into shock. I couldn't move. And he put his fingers inside me. I don't remember what else happened, but I remember running out.
Someone at a nearby restaurant saw her and called police. The officers found her hysterical and brought her to the station.
If that officer hadn't seen you and stopped you, would you have reported this?
No.
Why not?
Because is anybody going to believe me? No.
But a jury did believe her. Dr. Madian was convicted of felony sexual battery and genital penetration and misdemeanor false imprisonment. He was sentenced to 6 years in prison and served 3. Less than 5 years after his release, he was again a practicing dentist here in the San Fernando Valley. But finding this information takes multiple clicks on the dental board site, managed by the Department of Consumer Affairs. And nowhere on Dr. Madian's profile page does it disclose that he is a registered sex offender on the California Megan's Law website.
What do you think about that?
Unbelievable.
Dr. Madian now practices in Reseda. He declined to comment about this, hanging up on our producer. These 2 L.A. doctors also show up on the Megan's Law site, Dr. William Pfisterer in Glendora and Dr. Edgar Luncor of Downey. But when you search the Medical Board of California, Dr. Pfisterer's license status shows probation completed. Only after clicking on More Detail and scrolling down to Decision will you find information about him engaging in a lewd act with a child under the age of 14. The radiologist told the I-Team he plans to petition to have his name removed from the Sex Offender Registry in 2021. That's when a new state law will divide Megan's Law into 3 tiers. His crime puts him into Tier 2, eligible for removal. In Dr. Luncor's case, the medical board lists his status as license renewal fee has not been paid, no practice is permitted. But the gastroenterologist's record is much more complicated. After a conviction in 2014 on multiple counts of sexual assault upheld on appeal, the trial judge later dismissed the case because of juror misconduct. The prosecution refiled. Luncor was a no-show in court, and there's now a warrant for his arrest. On his page on the Megan's Law website, it shows he is in violation. Carlos Villatoro is the medical board's public information officer.
You can have doctors that are part of a sex offender registry, and there's no indication on your site that they are.
That they are on that registry. I don't think our site is linked to that registry.
But maybe it should be.
Yeah, absolutely.
The medical board is one of 37 different boards and bureaus that falls under the Department of Consumer Affairs, regulating everything from barbers, cemeteries, and contractors to doctors and dentists. We asked the dental board why Dr. Madian's license status does not include that he is a registered sex offender. The board says Dr. Madian's accusations and decisions are public information and viewable on our website, and points out the board does not have the legal authority to permanently revoke a license.
Are you worried about the safety of others in his office?
Of course.
She says she's still traumatized by what happened to her more than 25 years ago, which is why she's decided to make her very private pain public.
I'm so angry that he's still practicing. I'm so angry he got his license back.
Getting more transparency on these sites will require legislative action and new laws about what these boards can share about doctors and dentists. The medical board says it now offers an app and an 800 number to help patients research and track their doctors. But patient advocates are tracking doctors as well and creating their own search sites, revealing much more information. And we've compiled it all for you at NBCLA.com. Chuck and Colleen.